You know what's in my head right now?
What?
If you want to be my lover, you gotta
Oh,
get with my friends.
make it last forever.
Friendship
Friendship never
never
ends.
ends.
Good
That's,
song.
yeah, because we're in the spirit of Valentine's Day.
Aw.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, and welcome back to Glad We Talk podcast. I'm Tori,
And I'm Chanel.
and today is all about love. I want to make love in this
Oh,
club.
she has all the throwbacks ready to go. You are not messing around.
I'm not, but it's
She's,
just like one after the other. It was great.
yeah, breaking out the 90s.
This was like the 2000s.
Yeah, I guess Spice Girls was 90s.
Yeah, of
Usher's
course.
2000s.
Yeah, that was like when I was in prom, I think. Love in this club.
Yeah, peak music era.
Was it?
Yeah, what do you mean, was it?
I
Banger
don't
after
know.
banger. Are you kidding?
Okay. What was the other one? It was like, oh, 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 oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Crushed it.
Nailed
give me
it.
give me another one.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Oh, Chanel.
So we're on a fancy new video thing called Riverside, which is cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So
More,
hopefully our virtual experience will be better.
yeah, I think it will be. So we won't have to do like the weird Google Meets. We were like total rookies in the space. And then we were like, you know what? Time to invest in some proper quality
Were we?
product.
We were?
So
You
I
were.
so this is a little fun thing for our listeners is that sometimes I just surprise Chanel with these little tokens of love for the podcast. And I just go rogue and buy stuff that we need. And that's that.
Yeah. It happens more often than you would think.
Yeah, no, it happens frequently. And then I'm like, just don't worry about it. It's going to make our lives better.
I was like, how much did you pay for this? You're like, I don't know.
I
I'm
really
like, I
don't
think
know.
you do.
I don't think, when we were starting this podcast thing, I really thought it was just going to be a silly little recording that we uploaded and like that was it. And then it's slowly, I'm learning how much effort and time it takes to make good quality stuff,
I know.
you know?
It really is. You got to invest in stuff to make things look good.
Yeah, you do. And it's nice because when we do things and like other people are aspiring to start their own podcasts and kind of where we were a year ago, they come to us and ask like, "Oh, we like your mics. Oh, we like the video quality and the content. Like, how can we do it?" And we can help people.
Yeah, that's been kind of nice. We're like,
Yeah.
we got you, girl.
I know, it's fun.
Still lots to learn, but we're moving and grooving.
Yeah, so Riverside, pleasant experience so far.
Yeah. So I'm a human again.
Yeah, Chanel, do you want to explain what happened that you weren't human?
Yeah, I got the flu
Ugh.
and it was terrible. I was just stuck in my bed for like 4 days. I didn't move. I watched Gossip Girl. I watched Suits. I watched random movies. That really bad movie with Jennifer Lawrence. So bad.
Which one? Oh, the
No hard feelings.
Oh, we just watched that too.
Did you like it? I fell
I
asleep.
laughed.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, listen, I had the flu, so I don't want to say like it was not that great, but I mean, it was cute, but I fell asleep, so I don't really know how it ended.
Was it her best work?
No.
No. Was it entertaining for a Friday afternoon or I mean Friday evening after for you Friday afternoon, for me Friday evening. Yeah, it was fine.
I love that you're like Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I didn't watch. Okay, just to make sure we're clear, I
I know.
didn't
It
watch
was
it
me.
during
It was
work.
me.
It was you watching it during work. I definitely watched it at night because
Yes.
Mitch loves a movie night, and I'm like, I don't know.
Same. Well,
I know.
Martin, but I don't know what's wrong with me. I'd rather watch a show. Like I could
Me
sit there and watch
too.
like 6 hours of a show, but for some reason I cannot put on a movie and pay attention.
Yeah, I don't know. And I was thinking about this too. I used to love movies like 27 Dresses and all the rom-coms. And
Agree.
I looked forward to them. Made in Manhattan. Like when JLo was doing her movie thing, like there was a bunch of them with her. And like, I don't know. The Notebook. I don't feel like there's that quality type of movie out there anymore.
I 100% agree.
Besides
Like,
Barbie.
Yeah. And when I'm like home and like need like a background movie, I'll put on like an old movie. Like I'll put on a Made in Manhattan or Couples Retreat or some other rant like The
Oh, you
Breakup. Like,
will?
yeah, like I'll put it on as background or if I want to watch something like, like a fun
Yeah.
movie. But I don't feel like newer movies have that same rom com vibe.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah. That's exactly the word I was looking for.
I know.
So I don't know.
I'm on the same boat. I was actually thinking this and I was going to ask you about it. I was like, I want to talk to Chanel about this because I just feel like I don't want to watch movies anymore.
Yeah. And when I tell you, me and Martin had like a discussion about it, like we sat down and talked about it because he just wants to watch movies with me. Like he loves movies, he's a movie
Aw.
buff. He's like, what can I do to have you watch movies with me? It's like, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah. The same thing with Mitch. Mitch is like, he has a list of things where he's like, I want to watch this movie with you. Like and the other night he said he wanted to watch a movie. I think it was like, it wasn't Sixth Sense, but it was like that. I don't know. He has this
Mm,
huge list. And I'm like, I just am not interested.
I know. I'm the same. I have to be in the mood. And it's so
Yeah.
rare these days that I am.
I know. And I think you know what it is? It's because a show, it gives you a long enough, like if say you have a 45-minute show or like a 30-minute show, you can leave it if you need to. Like you're not committed. And sometimes I bet you end up watching more shows than you do a full-length movie, like if you're in a binge mode. But it gives you like it's a longer story in a shorter amount of time instead of like, I don't know. It's weird.
I agree with you. It feels non-committal. It feels like you could walk away at any point, but a movie, you feel like you're definitely committing 2.5 hours.
Yes, and even I remember I used to be able to sit down and watch the full movie, and now I'm like, oh, I want to take a break. I want to go get water. I like want to check my phone. It's probably because of the phones, but
That's true. I don't know. I'm glad we
uh,
can agree on this though, because I was feeling bad.
me too. I'm really glad we talked about it. It
Glad we
was on
talked.
my mind. It was on my mind.
Okay, what else? We have some outstanding items.
Yes, outstanding items. You want to do it this week?
Sure.
All
Okay,
right.
so from our episode last week, we did our monthly report, got some good feedback.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Yeah.
And one of the things I talked about was mushroom coffee and how I'm
Hmm.
obsessed with it. And I didn't give the brand I use, which is hilarious. I just like raved about it and then never
Oh, I
told you
thought you
guys
were
what it
growing.
was.
I thought you were growing mushrooms. So you're like, these are the mushrooms, and I make them.
Like I have a garden. So it's called Rise, Ryze.
Of course.
Yeah. So like rise in the morning.
Cute.
And then you were talking about the book you're reading, It Ends With Us. And you
Yeah.
were like, I don't know the name of the author. And I don't know how I missed that because I knew the name of the author. So
Oh.
I was like listening to it and I was like, Colleen Hoover. And then I was like, Chanel, why didn't you say
Oh,
it? So it's Colleen Hoover. She's
cool.
super popular. She has a million books out there right now. And are you still reading it?
Yeah, I'm still where I was when I did the monthly report. So
Same.
last week was so busy. So I just haven't gotten back to reading. But friend of the podcast, Julianne, is reading it too. So
Oh, nice.
I have a commitment to read it, and we're gonna see the movie together.
Oh, I want to see it with you guys.
Okay, you
Okay.
can come.
Okay.
Girls' date.
Wait, why were you so busy? What were you doing this week?
I just work.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know. Do you hear this noise in my background? I hope not.
Yes. What is that?
I'm like, I'm gonna go record. Mitch is like, I'm gonna make a seltzer. I'm gonna feed the cat. I'm gonna do laundry. It's like every noise in the world.
I
In
thought
our
he was
apartment.
like blowing raspberries with his mouth.
Like,
Like, what is that? You love to see it.
it's just like I thought he was supposed to be gone.
Yeah. Boys, right? Don't get the hint.
Boys, I don't know. I'm just gonna say, I hope Valentine's Day we got some things locked and loaded.
I do want to talk to you
Now
about your
is he
Valentine's.
doing dishes? Hold on.
Does he hear you complaining?
I like need to pause this. Mitchell,
Yes,
can you make any more noise?
I can.
Please don't.
I'm cooking. Give me like 2 seconds. Let me go.
We're recording. We're like recording, and you're like, I don't. Chanel thought you were blowing raspberries with your mouth. Hi, Rody. Oh, say hello. Oh my god.
The chaos. The chaos. Now your chair's being crazy. Everything is against you.
That's the type of Monday I'm having. I was on a work call earlier, and I have this cup, and there's like the lid slides, so like to for you to
Oh
drink out of,
yeah.
and then you put it back. But there's like two little triangles where you drink. One's for the thing to rest when you open it up, and one's for it to close. So I went to go drink out of it, and I drank out of the side that was closed versus the open side.
So
So
then the open side.
I was on a call with like a partner, a potential partner of like a brand that's like a cool brand. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I got coffee all over me. And like, and
You're
then
like, it's fine. I'm fine. There's nothing to see here.
I explained the cup to them. I was like, see, there's two holes.
You're like, no, you don't understand. Do you see where the confusion is? Do you get it?
I thought of you because I was like, Chanel would be like, what? You would
like,
just
what
be
the
dying.
hell is going on?
And you'd be like, okay, Tori, no, they don't need to know about the cup.
Honestly, in this case, I get it.
Embarrassing days for work calls. But yes, the chaos.
The chaos. Okay, and last outstanding item, we got an email.
We did. My mom sent an email to our episode, not from last week, but the week before, when we talked about Chanel's layoff experience. And I had shared a little story about my mom when she was laid off from her job after she came back from her honeymoon when my dad and my mom got married. So our email says, being laid off. Okay, ladies, here's the real scoop about my being laid off. She's coming with some tea.
She's coming with tea.
Tori's dad was in law school, so he had no other income, hence the panic. The retail store was being merged with another company, so everyone was laid off in the advertising department. They already knew because it happened while I was away. I got a job at an ad agency. She didn't work from home because that didn't exist in 1986. No internet yet, LOL. And the no internet is like all caps. And she said, Chanel, I'm glad you told your story and it had a happy ending.
Aww.
From Mama P.
She's the best.
So, just wanted to clarify that little story.
Yeah, because it was, when you were telling it, I was like, oh, what about this? What happened with this? And you were like, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just not good at retelling stories.
I needed all the info because I'm nosy.
Yeah. We did get a lot of love and support from that episode, though. It seems like it resonated with a lot of people. And
I know.
I'm proud of you.
Kind of like happening a lot. So I feel like it was good timing for anyone who recently got laid off to go listen to that episode.
Yeah. Not a great subject, but good. Not good timing ever, but glad we talked about it.
Yeah. And then, you feel less alone, which is always the goal.
Yeah, of course. And we don't want you to feel alone on Valentine's Day. Do you like that transition?
You know what? I do.
All right.
I was going to just be like, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
What are your thoughts on Valentine's Day? I want to get down to it because there's mixed feelings in life about Valentine's Day.
I don't hate it. I never really hated it. Like, even when I was single, I will say.
Oh, here we go.
When I was single, I worked at our old job. And for some reason, everyone there, I guess, was taken or had a husband or boyfriend. And it was a thing to send flowers on Valentine's Day to your girlfriend or wife. And literally every single person in the office was getting flower deliveries throughout the day. And I was single, so I just obviously didn't get one. And
Except for me, I wasn't getting one.
But I think it may have been before you were there in that department.
Okay.
Because I just remember one day specifically, I literally was the only person. And I'm just going to say, like, that is the only, like, core memory for me for Valentine's Day that I remember it really sucking. And now, of course, we don't do that anymore. Like, now that I am in a relationship, that doesn't exist. No one gets flowers in the office. But a few years ago, that used to be a thing. And I just remember, like, feeling a little bad about myself, but that was, I mean, I never really hated it. It was just that, like, feeling of, like, isolation. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. And then I didn't have any, but it's fine.
It was like the place where you really don't talk about your relationships that much. And all of a sudden it was like everywhere in the office. You're like, oh, great, thanks. I'm reminded of my singledom again today in the office
Again.
as well.
Again.
Again, yeah. I don't have to just go home to it. Now it's like during my day. Thank you.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
always used to make sure I had plans and stuff, regardless.
Yeah.
Like Valentine's dinner. What about you? Like, what are your feelings?
So I never received gifts, flowers, whatever, into the office until I started dating Mitch. And then our first Valentine's Day together, when I was back in the office at my job, he sent flowers and chocolate covered strawberries for me to
Oh my
share with the
God.
office because he felt
Stop.
bad that maybe not everyone had Valentine's. So he did like both.
I am screaming.
I
That
know.
is so cute. Are you kidding?
He got a reputation in the office, and they'd be like, "It's a Mitch." Like when Mitch would do something nice, they would call it a Mitch. So
That's a great reputation to have.
yeah, Mitch has a good reputation.
Mitch is a golden retriever.
He is a golden retriever.
We love this.
Yeah, it was really sweet, but I understand because I never really had that experience before. So I will say, I was surprised. I wasn't expecting it. I was pleasantly surprised because I saw someone's like, "You have flowers down here?" I was like, "Really?"
I know. And Martin gets me flowers every Valentine's Day, but he just gets them to our apartment and no one gets them in the office anymore. I don't know why. Where I work, no one does that. But I love that Mitch did that. I think that's so cute.
It was really cute. So I liked it. But then I don't think he did it the next year. And I was like, where are my flowers?
Now there's an expectation.
But it's okay. I don't know how I feel about Valentine's Day. I think when I was younger, I definitely was like, oh, Valentine's Day, what are your plans? But now I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have love that I don't care.
But do you feel like as you gotten older, you don't care? Or do you think it's just because you're in a relationship, you don't care?
I think it's that I've gotten older. When I was younger, not even in a relationship, do you remember, let's go way back to school? I love Valentine's Day, making the boxes and decorating it and getting ready and then making your Valentines. I was all about Valentine's Day when we were younger because it was more of the theme. It was a to do in school when you would give everyone and go home and look at them and who had candy and you would have the party.
Yes. I mean, I love a holiday. Any excuse to wear cute colors, do little crafts, be happy and cheery. I love it. I love a holiday.
So when I was in preschool though, and this is a funny story, my mom had gotten these Valentines for me to give and I was obsessed with them. I loved these Valentine's Day cards. And then we had a party to give them out to other people. And I didn't want to give them to anyone because I thought they were mine.
Oh no.
I like them. And then everyone gave me Valentines, but I wouldn't give mine to them because I like them.
Even after people give you yours, you're like, no.
Yeah. I was like, that's nice, but these are mine. These are all mine.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So a little sharing problem, but no, as we've grown up,
we've learned to share more.
I've learned to share. Yeah.
So preschool, maybe we didn't start off on the right foot. Maybe we were learning how to give. But when you were older, did you like giving gifts to your person or your girls or whatever?
Yeah. As I've gotten older, I definitely like giving gifts. And I think it's just not even excluded to your significant other. Giving Valentines to family or friends is fun. How about you?
Yeah, agreed. I just think, I like the kitschiness of it sometimes. I like how cheesy it is. And obviously.
Yeah.
And how pink everything is.
The cute things. So Chanel, what are some of your favorite ways to do dates or approach Valentine's Day? What are your go-tos?
I feel like in the past I've done cooking at home. Martin cooked for me a few years ago. I think it was during COVID actually. So that checks. We've also done a game night, which is really fun. We enjoy game nights in general, but Scrabble, bananagrams, and just have a little game night, a little wine, throw on a movie in the background and just have ourselves a little night.
That sounds nice. You do like Scrabble.
I do. I like word games.
You do. And actually, Mitch and I, this just reminded me, he had bought me this game book. It's like the couples. It's a Mad Lib book for couples, and it's really fun because you could. It's an activity book. I think it's called the couples activity book. I don't know. Fact check me. But they give you all these different games you could play, and like one of them is Mad Libs. The other one is like how would you handle that, and it gives you situations that you would have to handle, or how you would say your partner would handle it. So it's like, oh, how would your partner handle it if they've had the superpower they've always dreamed of? And you would have
Ooh.
to like talk about it. Yeah. So that was really fun. Yeah, there's another game called We're Not Really Strangers. And I think that would be really fun, whether you're couples or friends. Like maybe it's a double date party thing to do on Valentine's Day too. It would be really fun to get to know your friends on a more intimate level.
Yeah, I think that's so fun. And I always think about too, like when you're early on in a relationship, like if you're like 1, 2, 3 months in, you're like, what do we do for Valentine's Day? Because it's like, do we make it a thing? Do we go out for dinner? Do we stay
Yeah.
home? Like, I don't want to make it like a whole, scene. But I think like a game night or a night in is like such a fun, easy, casual way to do something with someone you just started dating because it's like so
Yeah.
low pressure.
You're getting me excited now for Valentine's Day.
Oh.
I think I was a little jaded. Like, oh, we're engaged, we've been married, we've been dating for this many
Engaged,
years.
married.
And we're engaged, married, we have a kid. No, and a cat and a dog, like everything.
Okay.
No dog, no kid, just Rhodey and the cat. Those are our
Yeah,
kids.
those are your kids.
But you know what I mean? I think I was getting a little jaded, but when you think of it creatively, Valentine's Day can be fun. And when you think about it just not being a partner, it could still be friends and everything. I'm excited. It's like getting me thinking about younger years of Valentine's Day again.
Yeah, and I just love an excuse to just do something. Like
Yeah.
it's a good excuse to like do something out of the norm or spend time together with your friends who you haven't seen or your significant other. Another fun thing me and Martin did. It wasn't for Valentine's Day, but it was for COVID, just a COVID thing that we
It was
came
just a
up with.
COVID day.
He was like, you pick an activity and I pick an activity and we surprise each other with it. And
Oh,
he like came over and I chose baking cookies and he chose a game, which is funny because it like complemented each other. But it could be
yeah.
like a fun little surprise if you're like, you pick something, I pick something, and we'll do it together at someone's apartment. And
Yeah.
you don't tell
So
each
I
other
guess
until that day.
Mitch and I just don't have these thoughts ourselves. So we we buy games that tell us what to do. So he also bought me an adventure book for couples where
Oh
it's like
yeah.
you can scratch off. I've seen it on TikTok and Instagram, like it's all over social media, where you like scratch it off and it gives you ideas to do based on the amount of time you have. So some of them will be like a 30-minute activity and some of them will be like a whole day, or if you have 2 hours to spare, if you want to cook it, and you kind of do that and it gives you ideas of what to do together.
Here's my question with that. Is it
Yeah.
actually like achievable activities that you want to do? Or is it like go book a trip? Or is it like, like how sometimes those things are like kind of wild and you're like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, it's like go to Tokyo tonight.
Yeah.
And you're like,
You're
what?
like, you're like, hold on a minute. I did not sign up for this.
Go to the airport with just one suitcase
Yeah.
and book the ticket that's going out next. No.
Literally.
So spoiler alert, we haven't actually done any of them. So
Oh, okay.
we
So
just
you
have
can't
a
answer.
book. So this weekend we opened it and we both were like, nah, not enough time for any of these. Close the book.
You see what I mean? I feel like you go to sit down to do it and then you're just like, I don't want to do that one. I'm not in the mood for that one.
So instead, we took out this activity book because it was kind of like those games you would play in the car or at a restaurant while you're waiting. They even had like you had to connect, the line game where you connect the dots to make a
Yeah.
box. Yeah, they had it just with hearts and stuff. So it's kind of like you keep it with you. Remember, you used to have those activity books when you were a kid?
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, so it's like that, but for couples. So you could bring it to a restaurant while you're waiting on
That's
Valentine's
cute.
Day if you wanted to. Yeah, it was fun. So those seem more achievable. Like we played a few rounds of this. How would your partner handle that? We played like maybe 3 rounds.
Oh,
It
okay.
was fun. Yeah.
So what are your go-tos for Valentine's Day? Like, do you have any ideas of what you are going to do or or good ideas you've done in the past?
We don't have any plans this year for Valentine's Day. We have a lot going on coming up. So we just decided to save some money. Maybe we'll make pizza. I've been kind of in like this cooking together mood. So you're inspiring me with this idea of cooking.
That's fun. Like making pizza together. I've never done that.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't?
No.
Really?
I don't think so. Now you're making me question myself, but I don't think so.
Okay, so here's also Trader Joe's, our fave.
Yeah.
They're always sold out of their pizza dough.
Oh.
And I'm telling you, they're going to be sold out for Valentine's Day. I bet you.
100%.
I bet you. But I did go to Trader Joe's and I bought, they had like a Valentine's Day section where it was like strawberry, white chocolate ice cream and little heart-shaped macaroons. So I bought some of those and maybe we'll have them at home. So just low-key Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I love a low-key Valentine's Day.
I also like giving little like candies to my neighbors. So I got them each a little Valentine.
You're freaking adorable. You've really changed since preschool.
I know, right?
She's really grown and matured. Who is she? I don't know her.
I learned that lesson at a young age. It's better to give than receive.
She went from not giving out her gifts to now making special candies for her neighbors.
It's karma.
I don't even talk to my neighbors. I don't even know who the only interaction I have is when they're saying hi to Seb.
Maybe you should give them Valentines.
Yeah. They'll be like, creep.
I know. They'll be like, someone left random candy.
Yeah. They're like, don't eat it. It's laced.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other ideas. Comedy show.
I love a good
show
comedy show.
Is fun. Do you think that would be crowded?
Potentially. Yeah.
But maybe it'd be like a good like crowd, like good crowd work.
Yeah. I think it gives the comedian layups. Like they're just going to be joking on Valentine's Day. Right.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just like you just like keep going to that.
Yeah. It's like, it's so many jokes you can make. It's a comedian's dream. I like any type of live entertainment. I think you're right. Like comedy show, maybe it's like a Broadway show if you're in New York, or a play if you're in another area, a movie out in the theaters. But we know how we feel about movies right now.
Like concert,
like maybe a little live musician moment
yeah.
If you're like a newer couple and you want to keep it low key, maybe you go get drinks at a bar with live music. Or if you're like dating in that dating stage where you're like, I'm not sure where we are.
I love live music.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like live music is also like weirdly romantic.
It is, totally. You know? I don't think it's weird at all. I think it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, and music is very romantic.
Yeah, it's just like sweet. And like, especially if it's like more like acoustic type vibes, like that's so cute. Like a jazz club or something.
Yeah, I like that. Like something that's a more sceney, you know?
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yes. Also like those fun classes, like making a cocktail, like make a cocktail class, or like a pottery class or something.
An activity, like doing something at a class, like cooking too. You were talking about cooking, but maybe if you do cook a lot, maybe you want to go do a class somewhere else.
Yeah, we did a class. I got Martin a gift for a cooking class for Valentine's Day, and we went like later.
Oh, really?
But we did like a pasta making class. It was so fun.
Oh, that's fun.
And you can like bring your own wine and stuff.
Yeah, I have a pass for Mitch for Hudson Table here in Hoboken, and we haven't been. It's a good idea.
Go.
Yeah, he wants to cook more.
Great way to like learn too if you're not a good cook.
How do we feel about hosting a dinner party for other people on Valentine's Day?
That is fun. I've never thought about that.
I'm kind of into it. I was thinking that because like we went from GALentines Day and then like our individual partners, but I would love to do like a dinner party, like, or a double date on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, like a couples dinner party, or like bring your girlfriend as a +1 kind of thing, or like bring your gay bestie, like whatever. Like the vibe is vibing.
It's just love.
It's just love.
Love.
I love that. I really do. I feel like that's a good idea.
And then you can have a nice theme.
Wait, should I do a dinner party?
I was thinking maybe like, yeah.
You're like, actually. I never think about it because so many of my friends live far that I'm just like, it's like such a trek sometimes for people to like come over. I'm like, it's so funny that we live here because no one else lives over here. It's like you live in Hoboken, Amanda's in Stamford, I have friends in Jersey, like Hoboken. It's just
California.
Like, yeah, it's like everywhere. I wasn't even putting California in the mix. So like they're not making it to my dinner party. But that could be really fun.
Yeah, just like a different type of Valentine's Day. Also, it's just nice to get people together.
Totally. I think even if you did something as a group, If you didn't want to do something with just your partner or just your girlfriends, like you could do like a whole big group thing and do a cooking class or any of these things that
Yeah.
we mentioned, go to a concert or something. That's
Is
fun.
is double dates weird? Like if you went to a Valentine's dinner with another couple on Valentine, is
No,
that weird? No, I think it's fine.
I think it's fun.
Yeah. I
Why
think I'm more
not?
into like the
The group hang.
I am, honestly. Like I liked Valentine's Day. Like it's so much pressure to just be with your partner when you're with your partner every day.
Yeah. But it's like a way, because I feel like sometimes when you live with your partner, especially, you can become a little bit routine. Like, okay, we went to work, we came home, we cooked dinner, we're watching TV. Like, I feel like it's a good break to like be like, let's do something out of the norm. Let's
Yeah.
go to. I know you and Mitch are like trying to do your like once a month date thing, right?
Yeah, we're trying. It's very hard.
It is hard. So that's why this is like a good excuse to like do something
That's
and
true.
spend time together, regardless
That's
of what it is.
You mentioned that you might do something not on Valentine's Day. Is that you won't just want more time to do stuff too?
Well, Valentine's Day is on like a Wednesday, I think. So I'm not really a big fan of like going out during the week, like for something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think it could be like more of a night. Like it doesn't feel like you're like on a curfew
That's nice.
when you have like work the next day. So, and maybe it won't be as crowded on the weekend versus the actual day.
Yeah, if you're going for
Out
like
to dinner.
dinner. Yeah. But if you like do move it to a day, you could do more of a day activity like going for a hike or a walk or if you wanted to go on a road trip somewhere or to a different town, you could.
That's fun.
Like if it's more about quality bonding time, then you have more time.
Yeah, or even like a weekend away if you have the funds and you wanted to visit like a local area or something or get a little trip in.
Yeah.
It is President's Day weekend too, so some people have off.
I don't.
I know.
Lucky
That's why I
ducks.
said some people. Also, I was doing a little Googling and I saw a really cute idea of recreating your first date.
I love that.
How sweet is that?
Oh, that's so cute.
That'd be so fun. I mean, me and Martin's first date was in my apartment because it was COVID, but
So check, done.
Other people have cute like first dates. Like you and Mitch went to that Mexican restaurant, right?
No, we went to an Italian restaurant in Little Italy.
Oh, right, pasta.
We went to Ruby Rosa. Yeah, pasta, pizza, the whole
the whole thing.
But I like that. I think that's a sweet idea.
It's really cute.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I also like the idea if you are single and like maybe you don't want to spend so much time with friends, and you could do this as a couple too, but just like a self-care, like
yes.
I want Mitch to like get his nails done or a pedicure or something so bad, but he won't. But like I just then treat yourself to it. Like show some self-love.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Like face mask. You're like painting your toes.
Yeah.
Like lemon water.
I think it's
I love
fine.
it. Yeah.
Or like go get a couples massage or get your own massage,
Or
like,
do your own massages on each other.
Risque. There you go.
Risque. My back was killing me the other day from having the flu, and Martin gave me a massage because I literally thought I was gonna die.
I asked Mitch, I just carry so much tension in my shoulders that like, I'm like, please just help me. And he will, but he's like, this is why I got you an automatic one of those like things that you put on so it massages yourself.
See, we already made it unsexy. I'm like, I had the flu. You're like, I have tension in my shoulders.
My first Christmas, Mitch got me a foot massager, like the thing you put your feet in, and a neck massager so he didn't have to do it. So I have those, and he's just like, this is why I bought you that stuff. I'm like, but you just do it so much better.
That's so funny.
He cracked my back, and it felt so good. So self-care, like self-care. Literally, treat your body, treat yourself. I'm about that.
Love it. And then one final thought. I did this for a birthday once for Martin. I did a little beer tasting. Like,
oh, that's nice.
I did it for him. It was COVID. A lot of COVID ideas coming out.
You're killing it, Chanel.
Yeah. But I got like a bunch of different types of beers and then just like did like a little flate and then, at home. Oh. And then had like a little notepad so he can like write his little notes, and it was fun.
You're so creative.
Stop it. I mean, you make candy for your neighbors. Like, same.
I buy candy for my neighbors. I don't make it. But I did make muffins.
I was thinking of Monica from Friends. when she
Yeah.
like makes the candy and everyone's like freaking out.
I know. No, baking's fun too. I love baking treats for people on Valentine's Day, and like I do like getting into the spirit of it. So
You said
it's
you were
fun.
getting excited.
I am getting excited. I'm ready. I'm ready to go like write my little Valentines out to my neighbors and
Yeah.
figure out what I'm gonna get Mitch. Do you like give big gifts on Valentine's Day, or is it like a smaller something?
Yeah, something small.
Yeah.
Something small and cute. Like I did the cooking class as a gift once.
Cute.
What do you do usually?
I think something small, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember. I don't know if my memory is getting worse as I'm getting older, but like usually it's like if he wanted a pair of shoes, or I don't know, if like there's something he's mentioned he wanted, I'll do that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a one gift, like
Yeah.
something like thoughtful, like something someone's mentioned or
Yeah.
your partner's mentioned, and if you
Or
want to
like
get something
their
for your girlfriends, then it's like something like small, like a
lip
little
gloss.
lip gloss. Okay.
Brought to you by Summer Fridays.
Yeah, obviously we both had lip gloss. Yes. Any makeup products,
Yeah.
I'm in.
I think Mitch would even be happy with candy.
Yeah.
I think cards are sweet though. Mitch always writes like a sweet little card.
I love a good handwritten card.
Yeah.
I think it's so thoughtful.
It is.
It's just like I sat down and I thought about you and I had really nice things to say.
Plus, we already know you like writing things. So you would like little hearts on it. It's like, Valentine's Day is made for you to write cards. Let's be real.
There are hearts everywhere. All
I
my
know.
notebooks. Love a good heart.
It's heart and glitter. It's like pink pen, a little bit of makeup smudge, and then glitter.
Arts and crafts.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Hey, that's where Valentine's Day originated for us. Back in school, making our little glittery heart-shaped cards.
I know.
Love it.
School was a whole different time with Valentine's Day.
I freaking love school Valentine's Day. It is
childhood crush.
Peak. There is no other Valentine's Day will never, ever, ever, ever be as good as when you're in elementary school or middle school and you gave your Valentine's Day to your crush and you're like, oh my God, I hope they notice it. And like, yeah.
It's just a different time.
It's elite.
It's like you dress up, you dress cute. You don't talk to your crush. You don't say more than 2 words, but they're your Valentine. Absolutely. Yeah. Obviously.
You know it.
You know it, they know it.
When you're writing your Valentines, you're like, I hope like Johnny gets this one. And it's like, you are the love of my life. And you're like 8 years old.
You think you know what love is, but you don't. I'd be like, can you believe the conversation we had today? We asked each other about the weather.
I would just be like, they looked at me.
I know.
Like
we made eye contact.
Yeah. I think it's just so funny. Like when you're a kid and you have a crush and you're just like, it's so different. You think you can't wait to see them at school. Or I was actually thinking we used to go to a lot of sporting games. Like our town was big on sports. And so it was like, oh, I saw my crush's mom's car in the parking lot. Like maybe they're at the game. It was just so different.
And you're just like using context clues to be like, are they there? Do I look good?
It's like so different than
a little stalkery, but it was pure. Like a little stalker vibes, but it was all in good fun.
It was all innocent.
It really was. Like if we did that now,
game over.
No. But then it was so cute.
I know. Now it's like, oh my God, I stalked him on Instagram, on TikTok, on everything. And it's like,
stalked his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend. Yeah, that's the new stalker vibes.
Oh, yikes.
Conversation hearts too. Mm-hmm. Are those still around?
They are. I did look into this because I freaking love conversation hearts. They're the best. They went out, they switched hands, but sweetheart conversation hearts are back.
Okay. You really did your research. They switched hands.
They switch hands. Yeah, no, it was a thing.
You're like, it's now under new ownership, but it's back.
It was part of the COVID. It was part of that. Like there was
I had no clue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it was a big article. Trust me, my mom made me know about it.
I do trust you. I do. I've never trusted you more. Honestly, I didn't know they were gone, but I'm glad they're back.
Yeah, they're essential. The quintessential Valentine's Day is a paper cutout heart conversation hearts, a box of those, a box of chocolates, and maybe some flowers.
You're quite the Valentine's Day connoisseur over there.
I am.
You're like, this is what it is. Just curated the perfect V-Day.
I'm a walking Hallmark.
Yeah. Watch a good rom-com.
Oh, it's great.
The vibes are elite.
There's just like the pressure. I guess like you could put a lot of pressure on it, but you could also put no pressure. So that's like you can make it what you want it to be. I guess that's the silver lining of Valentine's Day is it's whatever you want it to be.
I like that because I do think that there's a lot of pressure put on the holiday for I don't know what reason. I think it's just like one of those that you just think about it a lot.
Yeah.
So I think you shouldn't put pressure and just use it as an excuse to like see people you love.
Exactly. Do things you love, see people you love, and just spread the love.
Spread the love more importantly because everyone needs it. Did you see that meme about Elmo?
Oh, I
Elmo
did.
was like, "How's everyone doing?" And no one is doing okay.
I feel so bad.
Everyone's doing really poorly.
Elmo, how are you doing?
After that, I don't think Elmo's doing well. We need a whole mental health wellness check on our entire society right now.
I think we should have Elmo on the podcast and be like, Elmo, we're so glad we talked. We know you were just trying to like be nice, buddy, but it's rough out here.
It really is rough out here. And you know what? It was meant to be like a cute thing. And then like people were responding. And I was like, I don't even know if I should be laughing at this because this is a little deep.
Someone reposted all of like the tweets back to Elmo and I was like reading them. And some of them were like, Elmo, buddy, not the right time and place. And then other ones were like, Elmo, but how are you doing? Like,
I know. And then people had like the Sesame Street characters had to like chime in and be like, guys, here's a number. Like it was got a little dicey.
Oh my God. I didn't realize the whole Sesame Street got involved.
Yeah, like other characters got involved.
Oh my God, what did Oscar say?
I don't know if he said anything.
I was like, everything shit, Elmo. He's the Grouch.
Yeah, Oscar was just like killing the vibes as well.
Oh, wow. I love the theme of like elementary school throughout this. There's like this innocence to it.
I know, it's so pure. And it makes me miss like what Valentine's Day used to be. But I feel like we could bring that back.
We can.
We can bring that feeling back.
Of your own Valentine's Day.
Totally.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that it's great. I'm so happy we went over all these ideas and, just spreading some love and getting excited.
Yeah. So whether it's self-care or hanging with your gals or hanging with your partner, do something that you enjoy and just hopefully everyone's looking forward to Valentine's Day and not dreading it.
No pressure though. If you are dreading it, no pressure.
No pressure.
Whatever you want. It's just one day. It'll be here and it'll be gone, and then we'll wait for it until next year. So
if you get sad, just think about when I was single at my old job and everyone used to send flowers and I didn't get any.
Can you imagine everyone sends you flowers now to your office?
That'd be really cute.
That'd be so cute.
No, it's
Love
fine.
it.
I'm fine. Everything was fine.
Was this like a subtle hint for you? Like Martin's going to listen to this and be like, okay, no, Chanel needs flowers and like put an order in.
No, like he sends me flowers to home.
Oh.
So like I don't need them at my job as well. That's just way too many flowers.
Said
but
no one.
This was like back when I was like 26. Yeah, Martin, can you go back in time and send me flowers? Thanks.
That's a big ask. That actually, Mitch's, when we were playing that couples game, he wanted to be able to time travel, so he could probably do it for you.
That was his superpower?
Yeah, I said he wanted to fly, but then I was like, he's afraid of heights. So then he was like, no, time travel. So.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. That's a good one, Mitch.
That's a good one.
I would do that or read minds.
He also said that.
Oh, wow.
You and Mitch are the same person sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. Other times.
What about your superpower?
He didn't ask me.
Oh, it was like a one-sided. It was like the question for you.
Oh, we played it one-sided. Yeah, we didn't like elaborate on them. I don't know.
Okay, so what would be your superpower?
I think I would want to read minds or time travel too. There was another one, and it was like, what if inanimate objects just started talking to you? And I was like,
Rhodey?
I'd be fine.
Well, Rhodey's not inanimate.
No, I know. But he was like, what if that glass just started talking to you? And I was like, honestly, I think I'd be okay with it. He was like, you would think you're crazy. And I'd be like, But then I would be okay with it because I would be like, I was right all along. Like, they're just ghosts.
I feel like I could do without that, though. Like, I don't need that. You know what
Yeah.
would be a good one? Teleporting, because then I don't have to fly on a plane.
He said that one too.
Okay, well,
Teleporting.
this is getting
He
weirder.
named all of them. He was just like, I'm going to be all of the superpowers. You know what I mean?
He's like 5 in 1.
Yeah.
All right, well, this has been great.
I know. This has been fun. I'm like draining now. This has been really fun. And I hope everyone has a great Valentine's Day.
Yes. Do you want to plug our stuff?
Yeah.
Or do you
of
need me to say
course.
that's that on that?
Whatever you want to do.
That's that on that.
If you want to be our Valentine, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Glad We Talk Podcast. And follow us, subscribe, like, comment, share our YouTube videos. We are so happy to be up on YouTube. Send us some love there. And send us an email at gladwetalkpodcast@gmail.com.
And don't forget to rate and review 5 stars.
All the
Send
hearts.
us 5 hearts.
Love
Okay.
it.
Glad we talked.
All right. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.